So as they go through 3 and out of 4, front straightaway if you can. Can you please rise, pick them out? Favorite car, favorite number, hoop, holler, wave and send off. Make some noise for the Powri Wingless Auto Racing Sprint League. As you see that pace truck stretching them out, it's time to rack, stack, reload, and get ready to go. 25 laps the distance, $2,000 on the line. It's Wyatt Burks, Ricky Lewis in row number 1. A pair of 6s, Isaac Chappell, Mario Klauser in row number 2. Casey Schumann, Ryland Gray, Martin and Walton. Pair of 15s with Quentin Benson and Andrew Deal, all starting inside the top 10. So as the lights go down, the field is set. Batten down the hatches, hold on tight, race fans. This is war. Going green, out of 4. Burks on the inside, Lewis on the high side. Chappell, Klauser, looking for green, out of 4. It's waving. We're racing night number 1 of the Hockett McMillan Memorial. Out to the early advantage. The 41. Ricky Lewis going to try to shut the door. Wyatt Burks, Mario Klauser. 3-car battle down the back straightaway. It's going to be Ricky Lewis in the preferred position. Going into turns number 3 and out of 4. Burks to the inside. Klauser to the high side. Split the difference. Klauser, your leader, lap number 1. Mario Klauser up on the high side. Wyatt Burks holding steady down low. Burks going to pull wheel to wheel as they go into turns number 3 and 4. Ricky Lewis, Isaac Chappell, Ryland Gray going to round out the top 5. As Keith Martin and Casey Schumann side by side at the line. Throw the 93 of Josh Most in the mix and the 93 of Taylor Walton as well. Side by side battle for the lead. Klauser going to push the issue up the track. 3 cars for the lead. It's Klauser and Chappell down to the low line. Ricky Lewis pinned to the inside. Burks holding steady in 3rd for the lead. A pair of 6s. Chappell looking low. Klauser running high. Low side, I think, had it at the line. They were side by side, neither driver giving up an inch. Klauser still holding steady up on that high line. Chappell, though, running low and showing speed. As it's going to be Isaac Chappell, your leader there on that lap, as we have 1 car up on the high side, a little bit slower down the front straightaway. Car number 2H of Luke Howard under speed as the caution will wave. Car number 2H, Luke Howard, grenading it down the back straightaway. As you've seen fire coming from the headers on that car number 2H of Luke Howard, pulling it up on the high side. Caution flag waving. I believe 5 laps in the books. A tough break for that car number 2H. Cool hand Luke. Not so cool as he went through turns number 3 and 4. Fire coming out of the side of that one. As you've seen it happening coming out of turn number 2, slow up on the high side in 3 and 4 for the 2H of Luke Howard. He's out of Overland Park, Kansas. Lewis Racing, the Fuel House, Digital One, Cash Kids Digital Studios, all on the side of Maxim Chassis with an engine connection racing engine. The 2H of Luke Howard looks like being pushed off the racing surface. 1 win on the season, 7 top 5s, 9 top 10s, and 12 starts coming into the night. See his teammate Kyle Lewis tomorrow night in action in car number 2. Starting to form the field, I believe 5 laps in the books. The 60, Isaac Chappell. Mario Klauser sitting 2nd. Wyatt Burks, Ricky Lewis, Ryland Gray, all inside the top 5. Casey Schumann, Keith Martin, Josh Most, Andrew Deal, Anthony Nicholson, all the way up into the top 10 after winning the semi-feature. Taylor Walton scored 11. Quentin Benson, Jesse Vermillion, Colt Treharn, Michael Moore scored inside the top 15. Tim Creech, Jack Wagner up to 17th. Brannigan Rourke, Chase Howard, Natalie Doney, Dakota Earls. As Luke Howard back out onto the racetrack in that car, number 2H. So apparently nothing too detrimental on that car, as they're going to try to get him refired, tag it to the rear of the field in the 2H of Luke Howard. So far, lap leaders are including Mario Klauser with a trio, Isaac Chappell with 2, as lights down, field set, coming to green, out of 4. Good start, Isaac Chappell gapping the field as they go down the front straightaway and into turns number 3 and 4. Everybody looking low. Wyatt Burke's going to pull up to the high side as caution comes out onto the racetrack. Caution flag will wave. So debris, it looks like over on the back straightaway, right by the Lucas Oil Speedway. A good shot there on the start to finish race and dirt stream. Safety officials already over there picking up the debris. Field getting set. We should be getting ready to go back. Green flag racing here momentarily. As the lights go down, the field set. Coming to green, out of 4. Chappell setting the pace. Klauser, Burks, Ricky Lewis, Rylan Gray, all inside the top 5. Casey Schumann on the outside looking in. Keith Martin, Josh Most. Green flag waves out of turn 4. Another great start front of the field. Klauser not fooled as he's going to take it top shelf. Isaac Chappell down low side, has some speed here tonight at Lucas Oil Speedway as Ricky Lewis drives in deep into turns number 3 and 4. One car slowed down the back straightaway. That's going to be the 93 of Josh Most. So car number 93M, Josh Most, coming to a stop up on the high side exit of turn number 2. He's out of Red Oak, Iowa. Rick Germer Racing on the side. Germer Automotive, Kramer Produce, Tibbin Racing, Spike Chassis with the Jackson Racing engine. Car number 93M, Josh Most, coming to a stop. Exit of turn number 2 up on the high side, down the back straightaway. Most with 5 feature wins spanning the season, 10 top 5s, 15 top 10s in 25 season starts amongst modified stock car as well as open wheel competition. So big movers and shakers so far throughout the field as the 93 of Josh Most able to get fire tags it to the rear of the field. Unfortunate for him because he was your hard charger before the caution flag flew. He had advanced 7 positions on the field, started 15th, was up to 8th. So this moves Anthony Nicholson now into your hard charger at the moment. 8 spots gained, started 17th, running 9th. Lights down, field set. We're coming back to green flag conditions. 5 laps in the books, 20 laps to go. Isaac Chappell setting the pace. Klauser, Burks, Lewis, Gray, all inside the top 5. Green flag waves once again. Another great start of Isaac Chappell pulling it wheelie down the front straightaway. Wyatt Burks now going to try to run on the high side. Klauser protecting the low line in the runner-up spot. Ricky Lewis running 4th. Here comes Rylan Gray looking to the low line. Casey Schumann, Keith Martin, a little bit too much of a wheelie. That's going to open up the door of the 15D of Andrew Deal a little bit too hot and heavy into turns number 1 and 2. Anthony Nicholson right behind him. Rylan Gray now up to 3rd as Ricky Lewis fading back to 4th. The 11W of Wyatt Burks rounding out the top 5. Casey Schumann right there sitting 6th. Keith Martin is running 7th. Andrew Deal sitting 8th. Anthony Nicholson running 9. Taylor Walton rounding out the top 10. Quentin Benson on the outside looking in. A little bit of a battle now shaping up for the lead. Isaac Chappell has it. Mario Klauser wants it. Top 2 running the low line. The first driver really stepping out on the high side is the 41 of Ricky Lewis. He's on the outside of the 06 of Ryland Gray. Gray holding steady, running 3rd. Lewis is 4th. Casey Schumann now going to move into 5th. Wyatt Burks back to 6th. He's got company. The 79 of Keith Martin is right there on his low line. A little bit of contact, no harm, no foul. Staying green. Andrew Deal, Anthony Nicholson, Taylor Walton. Vermillion now looking to crack into the top 10 as well. Right through the middle of turns number 1 and 2. Chappell and Klauser, the top 2 drivers, kind of checking out on the field a little bit. Ryland Gray right there in 3rd. And then you have Casey Schumann and Ricky Lewis running side by side for 4th and 5th. Lewis has it. Schumann wants it. Wyatt Burks on the outside looking in. Oh, Lewis going to slip a little bit. This is going to open the door for Casey Schumann. Schumann now going to try to move into that 4th spot. Lewis again going to stick it to the top shelf. Let it eat. Move it back into 4th. He's found some momentum and some speed. Ricky Lewis showing strength here about halfway through. As we're looking at lap number 14 this time around. Chappell, the leader. Klauser, Gray, Ricky Lewis, Casey Schumann, the top 5. Wyatt Burks, Keith Martin, Andrew Deal, Anthony Nicholson, and Vermillion now inside the top 10. Taylor Walton, Coltrane Harn for 11th and 12th. Brannigan Rourke, Jack Wagner, Quentin Benson, all inside the top 15 as laps continue to tick away. Here comes Ryland Gray looking to the low line of Mario Klauser for the runner-up spot. 4 cars, 1 position. Schumann and Ricky Lewis side by side as Wyatt Burke's going to try to move himself inside the top 5. 2-for-1 special through turns number 1 and 2 on lap number 15. Laps continuing to tick away. We may be dealing with lap traffic here momentarily as Chappell sitting down a blistering pace. It's Chappell, Klauser, Gray, Burks, Lewis, and Schumann have not gone away from each other this entire feature. Ricky Lewis on the high side, Casey Schumann running low to mid. Keith Martin, Anthony Nicholson, Vermillion, and Andrew Deal all inside the top 10. Looking at 19 laps this time by with our leader, Isaac Chappell. 0.8 seconds ahead of Mario Klauser. Ryland Gray, Wyatt Burks. As Schumann able to get away from that car number 41 of Ricky Lewis. As Lewis going to move back into 6th. Keith Martin, Anthony Nicholson, Jesse Vermillion, Andrew Deal, Taylor Walton, Coltrane Harn, Brannigan Rourke, Jack Wagner, Quentin Benson, Tim Creech, Chase Howard, Natalie Doney, Luke Howard, and Dakota Earls all inside the top 20 with 5 laps to go. Make it 4 laps to go this time by. Isaac Chappell with the lead, 0.7 seconds ahead of Mario Klauser, and lap traffic all in front of him. Chappell has not gone away with that mid to low line, and Klauser is there, closing quickly with 3 laps remaining. Chappell protecting the midline. Klauser looking for the low line momentum as they go down the back straightaway. Both drivers going to look low, exit of 4. Ryland Gray, Wyatt Burks, both there as well. 2 more times around to determine the winner here tonight. Klauser going to look for the lead out of turn number 2. Chappell knows that he's there. They pull wheel to wheel as they go into turns number 3 and 4. Klauser not going away from the high line. Chappell protecting the low side. Gray is there. Wyatt Burks in the mix as well as the white flag waves. 1 more time around. Chappell with the lead. The back marker, Dakota Earls in the mix. Through 3, both drivers going to look to the low line. Klauser is there, but off of 4, your feature winner going to be car number 60 of Isaac Chappell. Second place going to be car number 6 of Mario Klauser. Third place to the 06 of Ryland Gray. Fourth place belongs to the 11W of Wyatt Burks. Casey Schumann in 5th. Ricky Lewis 6th. Keith Martin 7th. Anthony Nicholson up to 8th. Jesse Vermillion finishing 9th as Andrew Deal unofficially rounding out the top 10 here tonight.